today. So I am here to do a collective haul. I was kind of thinking back and it's been months since I've done a haul. So everything that you see here, which will feature coloring books and supplies, has been purchased over months. Gosh, I don't even know when's the last time I did a coloring book haul, maybe April. So I was really good about not purchasing things for quite some time, and then July happened, which was my birthday month, and I just, I purchased some things. So we'll start off with coloring books, and then the second part, or a little later on, I'll do the few items of supplies that I purchased. So the first two things I'm going to show you today are Coloring Heaven magazines. I live in Germany, so we don't have these like at the supermarket, or at least not that I have seen. And I was watching somebody's video, and I feel really guilty because I don't remember whose channel it was now, but she was doing her collection of Coloring Heaven magazines, and I legitimately just stopped her video and then went and purchased two of these. So I didn't realize that they also had an Etsy store. So if you go into Etsy, you can look up Coloring Heaven and you have a bunch of their magazines. So that's how I purchased mine. I don't have a subscription. I'm not planning on getting one because I'll be honest, a lot of their magazines are not my cup of tea, but I did select two. The first one being the Fairy Stories Special. I was really excited because this is by Fabiana Attanasio, and I don't have anything by her, but I love her art style. So I figured this was a good way to try it out. I'm sure everybody has seen this, but it just has really nice artwork. I like that everything is single-sided. There are some horizontal images, and it just has a bunch of different fairy tales. And I also really like the fact that here on the side, it tells you what story it's from. So that way, if you're not sure, okay, well, obviously it's Pinocchio, but if you weren't sure, you can easily, find out by reading the full description here. So I'm really happy that I was able to get my hands on this. Okay, Peter Pan. Yeah, so, this picture is so precious. So I'm really, really excited to work on this. I haven't had a chance to yet. Yeah, and the back is also beautiful, has this bell image. But yeah, here it says that it is $5.49 in British pounds. I think the shipping was just a little bit on the steeper side, which I think I paid like maybe $7 or something. So it's not crazy. But if anybody cares or wants to get the same one, this is issue 73, and I love it. Again, I haven't colored in it just yet, but what I've seen, I've been a fan of. And the other one that I purchased is Cutesy Christmas Special. It is issue 68, and it has 40 festive designs from Mariola Budek, Jen Kotz, Hannah Lynn, Ruth Sanderson. Oh, I can't pronounce that word right there. I'm so sorry. And Leering Glass Art. So I don't have anything by any of those artists. So I was really excited. And it has these really cute Mariola Budek kind of like grayscale pictures. Like, come on, like this is so cute. I don't have any coloring books that are grayscaled, so I was really excited to get that as well. And then Ruth Sanderson has these super adorable like mouse critter kind of pictures. So, and yes, I know it's not, these are the Hannah Lynn ones. I know it's not Christmas season. I mean, I purchased this in July, but I don't know, this one, it's Huga Fox Girl. I love it. This might be one of the first pictures that I do. So I can't wait. I wish I had gotten a chance to work on this for Christmas in July, but as I've mentioned in my last couple of videos, July was just crazy hectic. So unfortunately, I did not get a chance to work on this, but I for sure will. Definitely. Next book is Disney Princess Stained Glass Coloring Book. And this was a coloring book that I was really curious about. I did purchase this in July as well, I believe. So I wanted to see if this was similar to the Disney Vitro book that, we all love. I own the first one. I don't have the second one. So I snagged this up from Amazon, and It's okay. It definitely is not the quality of Disney Vitro. It was also not the price of Disney Vitro. It was much less expensive. The images are single-sided though. I did do a full flip of this on my channel in case anybody's interested. But I do think you can get some really nice images out of here. I like that they're not too detailed and too complicated, and you can definitely use markers. So I'm happy I was able to get this one. I also have not colored in this. I promise I've colored in the books. It just so happened that the couple at the top of the stack, I just haven't had a chance to work in yet. And per usual, I will be linking absolutely everything down below. But that is the Disney Princess Stained Glass Coloring Book. They have a bunch of different ones in that series, but that's the only one I have. So my newest purchase is the 50 Stylish Mandalas by Camelia Angelkova. I also have a full flip of this on my channel because I was just so excited for this book. I love Camelia's mandalas. This is the newest one. It was released in August. I've actually done a couple already. I'm not going to show you them because they'll be my monthly wrap up, but I really, really like this book, and I am just going from front to back working in this. I think I've done 3 images so far in here using my alcohol markers, and I love this book so much. Again, I think you can't go wrong with her mandalas. Whatever style you prefer, she probably has a book of it already. And if you don't, I would highly recommend some of her like more of a collection, like the 100 Unique Mandalas, for example, has like mandalas from a bunch of her other books. So you'll get to sample a bunch and see what you like. But this one, 100% thumbs up, would recommend. Yes. Also in July, I, for some reason, went on a huge George Tufexis kick. I feel like every single time I pick up one of his books, like to color in, I've re-fallen in love with his artwork, the results, just the process, everything. So I picked up the Creative Haven Country Scenes Color by Number by, again, George Tufexis. I think I did a picture in here. I can't remember if it was this month or last month. Maybe last month? Have I not done a picture in here? Oh my, I thought I did a picture in here. Well, I apologize because apparently I didn't. But yes, these books, fantastic. I did also pre-order the one that came out in July, the traveling one, and I had pre-ordered it like as soon as it was announced, so it's been months. And then for some reason, the order was canceled last minute, and you cannot pick it up right now on German Amazon, which is unfortunate because I do want it. I also picked up the Autumn Inspirations Creative Haven Color by Number by George Tufexis. This one I know I colored in last month. I did this one, and I just used, gosh, what did I use? Like Sharpies and big markers and such. So I had tried picking a picture that was less autumny, so I thought this was pretty, you could say it's a summer picture. But yeah, fabulous book. I do want to collect all of his, I think. I really like his work. Yeah, maybe a little bit at a time. But yeah, his pictures are probably my favorite color by number, like, books to work in. I'm slowly kind of phasing out my Color Crystopia books because those used to be like my everything. But now I'm preferring these ones because they're more detailed and I find that to be more enjoyable to color. But if I'm not coloring in those books, I tend to now lean also towards like the pixel color by number, such as this one. So this is Color by Number 50 Cartoon Characters, and this is by Jennifer Rowling and Bright Ideas Publishing. So I bought this after I completed the Adorable Animals book that they have. So I bought it this year. I already completed it. I did a full flip of the completed book. And because I love that one so much, I decided to also snag up this one, and also had Winnie the Pooh in the front. I had to, you know. So I have done a good amount in here. By that, I mean like 5 pictures maybe. Let's see, 6. I have done 6. Yeah, I like it. And my like wrap up when I talked about this book, I said that, you know, I find the backgrounds to be kind of disappointing because they're all just like a solid color. So like, for example, in this picture, I didn't even bother doing it because it's all just supposed to be light gray. And I was like, forget it. So that's kind of the only downside of this book. But I do still like it. I will continue to work on it. But I do have to say that I had enjoyed the Adorable Animals one better. If you're looking for a nice new pixel book, like color by number, I would highly recommend that one. If you want to see what the pictures turn out looking like, you can check out my completed book flip. The next book that I purchased was my Friends Dots Line Spirals coloring book. So this was 100% an impulse buy, also off of Amazon. But yeah, Friends is probably my favorite show of all time. I've seen it so many times, which I know is like not a unique quality. But I just really like the show, and I figured I would snag up this book. It was quite inexpensive. And what I do like, I have done a couple of pictures in here now, is that they have other characters from the show as well. So not just the main cast, you also get like some of the other people that were in the show. Because I was a little concerned, because there's only so many like portraits of Ross that I can color, you know? But for example, let me see. I've done a couple, and I don't want to show you all of them because it will be my wrap up. But for example, this one, hopefully you could see it, but this is Tag. Tag Jones, I think is the full name. So he was Rachel's assistant. Gosh, I forget which company she was working for, but he was her assistant, and I had just used Sharpies on it, and like some of the markers died and blah, blah, blah. But you know what I mean? Like this is not a main character, so I'm really glad that they featured others as well. So I've done 3 in here, and so far I really like it. What I also really like here is that the dots are quite big. I don't like when the dots are like itty bitty and you just like poking the marker pretty much. So I think this is Richard, right? Like based on the moustache here. I think it's Richard. Then I don't know who that is. But yeah, the dots are really nice size. So really like it. And I was a little nervous because, you know, sometimes when you get these books off of Amazon, like the dots ones, they end up being sketchy. But this one so far, thumbs up from me. Another book that I did like a full review on and everything is my One Color Dots Line Spirals, Animal Friendship. So I did a whole review on this because this is a newer publishing company, and I just wanted to kind of see what their books were like, because they do have a bunch of different books available on Amazon. So let me see. So I did a spiral, did the lines. I tried to do one of each. And then I did the dots somewhere as well. Here we go. Then I did the dots. So I did enjoy this. I was talking to somebody on Instagram. She had purchased the America coloring book from this publisher, and she showed me like pictures of it, and it looked awful. So like here with the lines, you could see it's kind of like zigzaggy, but the America one was like nuts. Like it was so incredibly zigzaggy. I got like a headache from just looking at the picture for 2 seconds. So I think maybe take this these books with like a grain of salt. Maybe try and find some sort of review or flip or something. Because I'm happy with this one, but the America one was definitely questionable looking. So a little book that I picked up at the grocery store while I was in the checkout aisle is this little Winnie the Pooh book. I saw it and I was like, I don't need it, but I need it. It's just so precious. It has like these like really thick black art kind of pictures, very minimal background, but the images are just so absolutely adorable that I had to snag it up. I've done one picture in here and it looks like this. I did it like the day that I purchased the book. So I had tried doing a marker background and then shading with pencils, which was the first time I ever did that. Yes, Piglet is really off-colored, I know. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. You know, it's definitely not my best work, but I still really enjoyed it, and I love anything with Winnie the Pooh. So Little fun secret, actually wearing a Winnie the Pooh t-shirt right now. A book that took me so much effort to get, which is the Harry Potter Spiroglyphics by Thomas Pavitt. I pre-ordered this book and then it was canceled. Then I ordered it, then it was canceled. I think I purchased it overall 4 or 5 times before this bad boy was finally actually delivered to me. So a lot of effort, but I love it. I knew I was gonna love it because I have his Disney Villains book, so I kind of knew what I was signing up for, and that's why I put as much effort as I did. So I've done a handful of pictures in here already. If you've been thinking about picking up this book or like the Disney Villains one, 1000% would recommend it. I use usually like a fine tipped marker. I find that this eats up gel pens just a little too quickly for my liking. So then we also have Ron. I think that's it. Yeah. And I just go in order in these and I don't look in the back. I don't want to know ahead of time. I want to be surprised. I think it has 24 images or 20. Let's see. It has 20 images. In the back, it does show you all of them. I'm not going to show it to you, but it does show you all of the images that will be in here. So would definitely recommend this book if you've been thinking about it, but hopefully you have an easier time getting your hands on it than I did, because I know it was definitely like a hassle and a half for me. And the last coloring book that I'm going to show you is this Fascination Animals. I don't know what the title means. I actually got this for my birthday from my friend, and it is a bigger book. This is definitely the biggest book that I'm showing today. And it has like these really cool animals in it, and it'll also have information about the animal. But it's very like, I don't want to say Zen doodly, but definitely something I would take like maybe either gel pens or like a fine tipped marker too. But then it also has some things that are colored, like these berries here for this rabbit. Unfortunately, the little information things are in German, so I cannot educate myself on it. I mean, I could translate it, I guess. But yeah, I haven't colored in this yet, but I think the images are really cool. I mean, technically it's one-sided because the other side just has the information, so I could use markers and just have a lovely time. I think this would be a very relaxing book to color in because it's just, you know, little pieces and you just have a lovely time. And yeah, the animals are adorable. Big fan. Look at this little guy. How sweet. So that's actually the last coloring book that I have. Let me put all of this away because the pile's about to collapse, and then I'm going to come back with the supplies. So the first 2 supply items I want to show you were actually gifted to me for my birthday, and they're 2 sets of fine liners. So the first one here is Staedtler's. They're 0.3 millimeters, and there's 10 of them, and they're lovely. You have like all the main colors, right? And then I also have these ones that are Stabilo. I never know how to pronounce that. These are 0.4, and there's also 10 in here. I really like using these even for journaling or in coloring books. I use these ones in my George Tufex's books sometimes for like the smaller details, and it really, really works. And I think you can never have too many fine liners. It's such a staple. And both of these are fabulous. And then also I was gifted another set of 10, but these are like a thicker tip. This is Pen 68. And again, I've also been using these in my George Tufex's books. They are just a really good size for the level of detail in his books. And I like having all of these like staple colors, you know, a light blue, a dark blue, red, orange, yellow. It's just really, really nice to have these. And I definitely think this is something I would take with me for like traveling purposes, just because you get like all the primary colors in here, and it's lovely. The next set is something that I purchased for myself, and I don't know if you could see, but I've actually already used up some of them. This is a big intensity set, so you get 20 fine tipped markers and 12 medium. So I actually purchased this during Amazon days. It was an Amazon deal, and I really like these. I like that you get the 2 different sizes. Like I said, I've actually already used up a couple, I think 2, in my like the circles books. So, oh, I also use them in my George Defexes. I think this like medium tip, or this one, the Pen 68, is like the perfect size of marker for the George Defexes books. So I've been reaching for those. But yeah, love these. I've also used up some of the fine ones. I think I went through a gray one because I was trying to do one of the spiral books, and that wouldn't recommend that. Not the best idea. It's through them quite quickly. And then I also treated myself to a new set of colored gel pens. So there are, I think, 100 in here. But again, I got it off of Amazon. But it has Heathrown 100 gel pens. And I love these. It has like the glitter, metallic, everything. So it's kind of, you know, compiled together, but then you can unfold them. It's like a little scarf belt kind of thing. And yeah, I really enjoy these. My favorite ones are obviously the glitter ones, and I've been using them a bunch because also I did some Christmas pages in July, and you know, been reaching for those shiny glittery pens. If you've been eyeing these, 100% a recommendation from me. I also remember them being budget friendly, so for the price and for the number of them that you get, amazing. And then the last 2 things, also speaking of shiny shiny items, are these 2 pens. I also did get this for my birthday, and they are the Edding 2185 gel roller. I have the gold one and the silver. I don't know if they have numbers. Yeah, I don't know. I guess this one's number 53 for the gold, 54 for the silver. They're amazing. Absolutely amazing. I was using the gold one earlier today, and I like went a little crazy on the page just because it was coming out so nicely that I was like, oh, maybe I'll add a little gold here and here and here. And I was like, oh my God, calm down. But they are so nice, and I will definitely be looking into them now to see what other colors they have. Maybe like I could buy a pack of some sorts. But I'm really glad my friend got these for me for my birthday, because I probably would have never tried it without that. So these are actually the last 2 things that I purchased. I guess we'll put this here. Well, I didn't purchase them. I got them for my birthday. But that is the end of my collective haul. Again, this has been over a couple of months. I did not get this within the span of a week or so. So I'm really excited. My collection is growing, obviously, but I do also do a lot of unhauling videos. I will probably end up doing one. That was not a proper sentence. I'll probably end up doing another one in the next like month and a half or so. So if that's something that you enjoy watching, please let me know. I love, you know, passing on the coloring books and some of the utensils and just spreading the joy of coloring, because let's be honest, it's just a grand old time, right? Well, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see everybody in the next one. Bye.